Welcome back everybody to 31 Days of Horror, and today we're taking a look at 1985's Demons, also known as Domoni if you're living in the likes of Italy. So this is directed by Lamberto Bava, who I've also seen the sequel to this film. Apparently there was supposed to be a trio of these films, but that did not happen. Also did A Blade in the Dark and Delirium, the photo of Geowire. So yeah, this is a horror film clocking in 88 minutes long. Stars Urbano Barberini, who was also in Opera. Flori Argento, who was in Phenomena, Fabiola Toledo, who was in A Blade in the Dark, Stelio Candelli, who was in Planet of the Vampires, and Bobby Rhodes, who was in the sequel to this film, as well as The Last Hunter. So, a group of people are trapped in a West Berlin movie theatre infested with ravenous demons who proceed to kill and possess the humans one by one, thereby multiplying their numbers. So, despite the fact that this does have its flaws, including but not limited to bad acting and a poor script, it manages to be entertaining thanks to the superb score and soundtrack, excellent practical effects, plenty of fun violence, and solid pacing. The first half hour of this just blazes by, you don't really realise it's been 30 minutes. There is also a good build up to the main bulk of the plot. It is well shot, has some decent tension, and a few funny moments, whether they are intentional or not, usually due to the bad acting, to be honest, which is a little bit overripe at times, but you know, it all adds to the overall entertainment of the film regardless. So yeah, this is a 4 out of 5. It's my favourite of the Bava films that I've seen so far. There are obviously plenty more out there that I haven't seen from him, but yeah, still definitely my favourite from him as well. And this was also produced by Dario Argento, so that's why there are some people in this that would feature in his films in the same year as this, like Phenomena, or in future films like Opera with Urbano Barberini. So yeah, really good effort, 4 out of 5, and I really like this artwork. This is the new artwork from this Arrow Video 4K, and that's an Italian original, although it would have the same artwork just with the English titles and English language tagline as well on the top, which is they make could feed. I can't remember the tagline now exactly. But yeah, still fantastic film and a really good looking one on 4K as well. Now this did come out a while ago. It's not a new release or anything like that. I'm not trying to clickbait you or anything like that, but still a really good film. There's a 4K, and there is a get it the right way around. That'd be helpful. And there is a Blu-ray. So yeah, there are a few different cuts on this, but it has had a new 4K restoration by our films from the original camera negative, so that was new for 2021. And yeah, it looks really good in its 4K 2160p Ultra HD Blu-ray presentation in Dolby Vision HDR10 compatible, while the Blu-ray is high definition 1080p Blu-ray presentation. So there are two versions of the film on this release: the full-length original cut in Italian and English, and a slightly trimmed US cut featuring alternate dubbing and sound effects. I typically go for the original cut in Italian or English. I'm not bothered with the US version because if it has been trimmed, then it's probably going to get rid of some of the good stuff. So yeah, it's also got lossless English and Italian DTS HD master audio, 5.1 mixes on the original cut derived from the original 4-channel Dolby stereo elements. You got the original lossless English and Italian 2.0 stereo audio tracks on the original cut, and original lossless English 1.0 mono audio track on the US cut. So there's another reason not to bother with the US version, because it's not got the best sound there either. English subtitles for the Italian soundtrack, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing for both of the English soundtracks. Then you got audio commentary by critics Kat Ellinger and Heather Drain, co-hosts of the Hell's Bells podcast. Archival audio commentary with the director and special makeup effects artist Sergio Stivaletti, moderated by journalist Loris Kersey. Archival audio commentary by Lamberto Bava, Sergio Stivaletti, and composer Claudio Simonetti, and actress Greta, and produced by Dario Argento, a new visual essay by author and critic Michael Mackenzie, exploring the legendary filmmaker's career as a producer. Obviously, he's most well known for being a director. You know, the Giallo efforts, for instance, in the 70s and following into the 80s, as well as obviously his more supernatural stuff like Suspiria and Inferno. But yeah, he was also a producer, and yeah, that seems to have gone a bit unnoticed by a lot of people. Got Dario's Demon Days, an archival interview with the writer-producer Dario Argento. Defining an Era in Music, an archival interview with Claudio Simonetti. Splatter Spaghetti Style, an archival interview with longtime Argento collaborator Luigi Cosi. Cosy, and then we've got Italian theatrical trailer, international English theatrical trailer, US theatrical trailer, vintage Japanese souvenir program booklet, and the reversible sleeve artwork as well. So yeah, same as on the hard box, regardless of which one you go for. And yeah, this is the little booklet that we get with this release as well. Nothing massive or anything like that, but it is still decent enough. So inside you got your cast and your crew, then you get New Wave Freaks, Demons and 1980s Youth Culture by Rachel Nisbet, and then about the restoration as well. So yeah, you get shots from the film throughout, such as the demon mask that instigates all this whole thing. And in terms of the restoration, it was exclusively restored by Arrow Films and was presented in its original aspect ratio of 1:66:1, with all the sound options that I've already talked about. Original 35mm camera negative was scanned and restored in 4K resolution, and the film was graded in 4K HDR, Dolby Vision, and SDR at Silver Salt Restoration. So yeah, looks really good on the 4K. I'm surprised I haven't reviewed this sooner, to be honest, given I'm a big fan of it. But still, it's well worth seeing if you haven't seen it already. And if you haven't picked up this 4K, I'm not sure if it's available anymore. It probably isn't with this hard box, but it most likely is still as a standard 4K disc release with the standard case. But still, really well worth seeing if you haven't. But if you have, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it because it is a really rather excellent film. It's probably a contender for one of the most 80s films going because it has that stunningly good soundtrack and score, which goes for a myriad of different kind of popular genres and music styles from the time. You have heavy metal stuff from the likes of Accept, Saxon, and Motley Crue. But then you have the more pop stuff from the likes of the Adventurers or the Adventures. Or was it the Adventurers? I can't remember. Go West and Rick Springfield and such. So yeah, it's a really solid effort all around. To be honest, like I said, even though it's got its flaws, those flaws, even though there are evident and do take away a little bit, they do also add to the overall entertainment value as well. So yeah, well worth seeing if you haven't. But like I said, if you have, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.